Hey, what's up guys, Mike here for a new Breakdance tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how I have built a custom element with Element Studio. So I have this document here, it's for a client website, and I wanted to see if I could build that part in HTML and CSS. It's a kind of progress bar or indicator, I don't know how to call that, and it starts in the middle and it goes to the right or to the left. Not very complicated, but I was not sure about how to do that. So what I did first is I asked the AI. I use Claude Sonnet here, and I just ask in CSS with CSS variables, because I wanted to have some CSS variables, how to create a basic progress bar that starts at the middle of a container. When the value are, it should be is, even my English is not quite here, but anyway, when the value is negative, the progress bar could go to the left, and when the value is positive, the progress bar goes to the right. So it's just to describe this little progress bar. So it gives me some code. That looks pretty nice, but I saw there is some JavaScript here. Give me all the information. So first, I wanted to have some data attributes. So I use the data attributes to set different progress bar with different values. And then it give me some data attributes, but I still have some JavaScript. Okay, I understood why, and I didn't want some JavaScript for that. So I ask, don't use JavaScript, and for the negative value, just manually add a class to the HTML. And it give me something pretty interesting with some information. So what I did first is copy, and I add a code block, and I wanted to test the code. So go there, copy the HTML, copy the CSS, and let's check that. We can already see the result right there. So what we should have 3 progress bar. One is 30, 50, and 0. 0 is fine, but the 50 is not fine. And the class negative is to tell the progress bar to go to the left. And when there is not this class, it goes to the right. So 30, 50, 30, 50. Actually, here it should be 100% or 100%, and here it should be, this is 30. So it's wrong. Obviously, it's wrong. So what I did, I just said, it doesn't work because the 50% takes the full width instead of half. And you apologize. That's pretty good. Correct the full code, the CSS. So I copy the new one. I go there, paste it, and that's perfect now. Let's test it. I want 50%. Okay, it's just 50, which means the middle here. If I want 100%, here we go, like this. And if I want 100 from the left part, I just put negative here, and it will put the 100 like this. So it's exactly what I want. The full CSS is here. Now I have the HTML, just 2 div actually. It's not a very complex structure anyway. And now I wanted to use some AFC field. ACF field. I don't say custom field. I think I have some here. Right, I have some progress bar, and I have added 3 fields here to use them with this element. So instead of adding some PHP code here, I decided to build an element with it. So let's start to build one, and let's call it indicator. Okay. I am going to copy the full code right there. Here. Let's go there. Let's change, add a class indicator. Save it. And let's add the element right here. Okay, so this is my element, this is my code block. Now we'll take the full CSS and paste it right there. Okay. I still need to make some modification here. and add the class here, the element class. So I copy that. Let's open it. I won't put the CSS variable in the root, but directly in the class like this. And let's add the class to all element. There's a transition effect here I don't like. I don't need it, but it's not for the moment. So I will just remove it or comment it like this. Okay. Right, so now let's start to add some content and style. So right here, let's go back here, we have progress 100% with the negative. So first, let's add our first control, content, and I will call that a bar or whatever, bar, and we just need a number. Okay, let's copy that here and add the bar content here. Okay, I will change a little bit inline and set it to -100 to 100. Okay, and let's check that. Okay, so there's a little issue. That's normal because I started to -100 and it should only be positive number here, and we just set the negative class when it's a negative number. So go back here, and to make things a bit easier, I like to usually create a kind of a variable like this, variable. So instead of always writing the full content dot bar, I will just type bar like this. So I don't need to type all. So what I need to do is to add a condition here. So if bar is negative, I will add the negative class. If it's not negative, I don't add anything. So let's write that. If bar negative, so this and if, okay, let's try it now. Right, so it works here. And why it doesn't work there? Because our number, let me show you again. Let's put that here. So 34 is right. And here we have the negative number. But the number should always be positive. We only change the class here. So instead of writing bar like this, I need to add ABS here, which means, okay, I will do this to show you. So now you see 55 and it's always positive. And it works as expected. We have our bar that follow the number. And if you want to know why, I just need to go to the twig page. Twig. Let's go there. And if you want to learn more about twigs, you go there, you go to ABS here. And the ABS filter returns the absolute value, which means number equal -5, number ABS equal 5. Okay, so it comes from twigs. So that's why now my number is never negative. And it's exactly what I needed. So you could see I just built a pretty basic element in a few minutes with the help of AI and Element Studio. Now we can add more options now. Let's add some design option. Design, and I want to change maybe the color. So I say background, let's go to color and bar, color, and let's go to check right here where we have the color here for the background. It's progress container. Okay, so I go to the CSS and let's add that. And for the progress bar color, it's progress bar. We see background color. We can change the variable or directly the class like this. Selector. Let's copy that. Okay, and now let's check. Background, it should be that. Okay, and for the bar here. Okay, perfect. The thing is, I wanted to take the value from my field right there. So it's pretty simple with Element Studio. I just need to go to the option and enable dynamic property. All right, so I enable it. Let's close it there. No, it's not for the design. I made a mistake. It's for the content. Right. Enable dynamic properties, and it's right there. So let's select the first one. Bar, which one I choose? Bar 2, which is bar 2 minus 25. And minus 25, right. If I go there, bar 1 should be 50. Let's test it. Okay, 50 to the right. Okay, so it works fine. Let's save. And, oh, weird. There is a 500 error. Yes, I got that yesterday, and I didn't know why. So first, let's click, and let's check a little bit what they said. Bad chance, they give some information here. They say ABS for absolute must be a type integer float. So there's something wrong with this instruction, but I need it. I can't change it, and I need that. And it must be. And so what I did, because I was not sure actually, I asked once again the AI. I think it was here, and with trig convert, and I chose the full thing to an integer, and it gave me some different solution. That one. Well, apparently there is integer things here, so let's try it. I go back right there, and let's add this here. It's weird, everything disappears. Let's save that and save. No, it doesn't solve it. Let's check again. There is another solution. If you want to ensure that the value is treated as an integer in calculation or comparison, pretty interesting, you can use this format. So let's copy these full things right here. Go back there, remove that one, copy, at least still working, save, save, and no error. Let's check in the front end. Yep, no error at all. So that was the right one. And once again, the AI was very helpful. I didn't need to go to the page here and try to find a solution or go to Google or whatever. So that's really cool. Okay, so for that things, it was solved. Now we can add a little bit more option, like some text before. Leave, blah, blah, leave. Another one here. So we can have one to the right and one to the left, and we can add some styling here. So let's convert that to flex and justify content center and align items Sampler. Cool. Let's add a little gap of 10 pixels. Right, so exactly what I wanted. Remember, my document was like this. We need to have a text on both sides and the progress bar or indicator in the middle. And let's add some control here. So let's call that text before and text after. We copy that, we go to the HTML, and I will replace my text here and there. So hello there. Okay, perfect. And let's add a very simple control, which is a typography. And I'm not going to have a different typography. It will be the same typography for both, which is more logic. So I will add it directly to the main selector. And let's test it here. Okay, okay, we have a typography. Everything works as expected. Okay, and we can also have add maybe a gap, for example. Unit here, and let's add that to the main gap property here. Okay, and it's right. Okay, let's change a couple of options here. Row 100 and inline. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's play with that. We can yes, we can also add maybe width here. Same unit and inline. So we can have where is our width here? It's container width. So I have two choices. I can add the width directly in this class or directly in a CSS variable. So let's add it in a CSS variable, container width, okay. And let's go here, okay. Ah, it was here, okay. Let's change that. Okay, and 200 pixel, okay. Right, I want 100 pixel. I want a gap of 32. I want my bar to be one like this, or whatever. We can change the text. We have control, and we could add more control, like border effect and padding and whatever. After that, it's pretty easy to do. But at least, as you can see, my element was built pretty quickly, and with a great help, once again, of this AI. So it was a pretty simple example. And if you are familiar with HTML and CSS, you can already build some pretty cool stuff. There is no JavaScript here, and no PHP, because all the dynamic stuff, Breakdance take care of it directly. As you can see, the bar here come from the dynamic data. For the text, I could do the same. The text is there's no dynamic things. If I want, I can add that option, enable dynamic property here for the text, and dynamic property here for the text. So I can add some text, post title, sample page, or whatever. Okay, so it was a short tutorial. I hope you like it, and maybe I will make more. Let's see. Okay, see you guys.